So, the next common practice of early risers is taking time to read. This is pretty self explanatory, hopefully. You want to read because you want to better yourself, you want to learn more, you want to gain wisdom. Sometimes it's a means of giving yourself something to dwell on for the day or for that period of time. I would recommend focusing on books on spirituality or personal development for yourself, again, depending on whether you're a person of faith or not. So for myself, I kind of go between these types of things. So for instance, right now I'm reading a book by a popular Christian author. Previously, I've been reading kind of some spiritual classics in the Christian faith. The next books I want to read will actually be more on leadership by John Maxwell. And so I kind of slowly go through these. I probably spend a little more time on reading than others will, but maybe not. Again, it always depends on what your preference is, because I also spend time really reading religious texts. So in my case, it's the Bible. So every day I spend time in reading the Bible as well as a book. For myself, in my regular routine, as you saw in my examples of a schedule, I usually spend about 8 minutes on a book and then about 8 minutes on the Bible. And if I'm doing a longer routine, sometimes that's more. If I'm doing a shorter routine, it's a little bit less. If I'm doing a really short routine, if I've just run out of time in the morning, I'll only read the Bible. Again, it's flexible, but reading is really not only stimulating your soul and in the ways that the meditation was, and it's not just about motivating yourself the way the other things were, but this is also stimulating your mind and it's stimulating thought, and this is good, right? This again helps us through our day. It's good to exercise our brain, and reading does that more than anything else, right? We spend a lot of time kind of shutting down our brain. If you have a very repetitive job, that kind of shuts down our brain. If you watch a lot of TV, they say that you use less brain power watching TV than sleeping, and we do a lot of that. And so reading is that way to give yourself that mental jolt in the morning that gives you a good start to the day, and again, something to dwell on. Personally, for me, I have like a long list of books that I want to read, and some of them they just don't fit into my personal work because I'm a professor, and so there's certain books that I read for that, and that composes a lot of my time. And I like to read for pleasure too, and that's kind of on the weekends a little bit and the evenings a little bit, and that kind of just goes by slowly. I can't spend a ton of time on novels just because of the way my life is, but I do spend a lot of that during the summer for my relaxation. But there's a whole other list of books that I would like to read just for my own interest, or it's for my own betterment, my own personal development. And so that's when I get this done, is just little bits in the morning. And yes, it's a small little bit, but 8 minutes, you can really digest a lot in 8 minutes. You can get through a few pages of a book, and you sometimes find things that are very profound that you think about through the day. Just this past week, this happened to me where just 2 pages of this book I'm reading just really hit me, and it stayed with me for the rest of the week. And I thought about it, and I talked about it with friends and with others. So don't underestimate this short amount of time reading. You can really gain a lot and gain a lot of insight, and it's a nice way to slowly chew on and digest a book of interest.